Randall, Keith, Orton. Please be stunned. Please be stunned. Oh my God.
Great job, Randy.
No.
You could win out here too, damn it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Why did I tell you?
Yeah, I'll just do it right here. Come on, ref. Do the honors. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Santos Escobar with the victory. We have a new WWE champion of the world.
Santos
that man
Escobar.
Right there.
He has done the deed. He has done the unthinkable, the impossible. He has defanged the Viper, Randy Orton.
Yeah, I got the game all in my hand. Ooh, yeah.
Hello, and you are now tuned in to the only universe mode that matters. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Christian.
And here we are 2 weeks away from, yes, the next Smackdown pay-per-view. I will be taking the next pay-per-view away from Christian because he has a lot of things to build up for Monday Night Raw. But tonight we have Bron Breakker and his father, Rick Steiner, in action. And Bron Breakker has his hands full with a Samoan legend in Umaga. The Bloodline and Roman Reigns will also be present. In the main event, we have DX and Randy Orton going against the new WWE champion Santos Escobar and the tag team champions DIY. And in the second matchup, we have probably one of the best matches, hopefully on SmackDown this season, and I hope it lives up to the expectation. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles versus the Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero.
Wow, Jesse, you come in with some fire today. I just had a crazy Raw. We had 4 matches. The Gold Rush tournament has officially begun. We're actually going to end the first round next episode for the singles division. So it's going to be 4 singles matches on the next episode of Raw. But man, what a show you got today. We'll see who wins in the poll results. I did unfortunately not put a poll up for our last show, and I guess I still got time to do it. So maybe if I did it, it's on the screen as I speak, or I was actually on vacation when all these episodes were dropped. Bro, I was like a madman. Let me tell you real quick before we get into the match. I was a madman before my vacation ended because we recorded like a few days before I left, and I rushed and I edited like 3-4 videos in the span of 2 days as I had to prepare for vacation, pack, get ready. Literally, bro, I was sweating to the gills, but I made it just in time, and I think the fans were happy as I was on a beach. So as long as they were happy, that is all that matters, Jesse. But somebody who hasn't been that happy, I can imagine, is probably Roman Reigns. He's a man that's used to having gold around him at all times. Has he even had a singles match yet? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so. I know he was in that match against AJ and Ila Dragunov.
Okay.
Yeah. But his singles debut will be coming very soon.
Okay, that's what I want to see, Jesse. That's what I want to see. You said you got a pay-per-view coming up. I know we spoke about that. Do you have anything in mind, sir? Are you waiting to announce that?
Oh, wow. First strike lands there for Umaga. We're definitely going to see Santos versus Randy, too. I would love to see DIY defend those championships. We're going to be seeing Zelina versus Raquel Gonzalez. I'll even announce it right now. The next SmackDown pay-per-view will be Backlash. So we get to see Raquel and Zelina, Santos and Randy Orton too. I want to see DIY on the card. I want to see that rematch between John Cena and Eddie Guerrero. That classic match they had a few weeks ago and ended up in a roll-up. So I think both of those names, they deserve, a pay-per-view match. And we get to see Eddie Guerrero in a matchup here tonight as well. And that other match, I will have to wait and see what unfolds. So,
Jess, let me tell you, to talk about this match we got at hand, because this is a damn good matchup.
I thought about doing Roman versus Bron Breakker, but I think that's pay-per-view worthy, and I didn't want to do it on the SmackDown. So
I hear you. Bron Breakker's going to have his hands full tonight. I'm glad he has his father there in support, because he's going to need somebody to take him to the hospital when this is over. I haven't even hit the ground yet.
No. Oh, technically, you hit the ground right there.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, Bron Breakker, 1-0 superstar, beating the legend and Rey Mysterio. And we've had some encounters of Bron Breakker with the former, crazy to say that, the former WWE champion now, Randy Orton, telling Bron Breakker that he is the future of the WWE, and he's not wrong. Bron Breakker definitely was handpicked by, you could even say Vince McMahon, you could say Triple H probably likes the guy a lot, Shawn Michaels, and a lot of people backstage in the locker room. And I'm very excited to see where Bron Breakker's future, goes in Universe mode. He's 1-0, he's undefeated. If he starts off going 2-0 against the Samoan legend Umaga, and with his dad in his corner, Randy Orton, having his eye on him as well, wishing the kid nothing but the best, he could be possibly another new WWE champion later on thus far this season.
Oh, man. Not only does he got me down to a knee, Jesse, he got me stunned. He's going to pick up.
Did I just squash Umaga?
He just picked up Umaga.
Middle of the ring. Could that be it? 1, 2. Ooh, okay.
I don't worry about that. You got to give me some more heat than that, sir.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Umaga
you got
right now.
Whoo!
I love Bron Breakker a lot.
Did I say Umaga?
Yes, you did. Sure. Oh, and Roman Reigns throwing a chair into the ring. I don't know if you see that on the right side of your screen.
I actually do, Jesse, and then the ref sees it too.
Got rid of it immediately. Thank you, ref. And Bron Breakker looks destructive.
I'm turning it around. Don't worry about me. Chase it back.
Oh, and the left hand there, or excuse me, the right hand misses from Bron Breakker and throws me right over. Right on top of that chair. We have not seen Roman Reigns in quite a while, him being ringside of his, bloodline partner in Umaga is interesting to see. Nice move there from Umaga there. Oh, nice reversal. Christian, what do you think of Roman Reigns and the Usos finally coming to Civil War?
We haven't spoke about it.
It's becoming the best storyline in WWE history. I will die on that hill. I think a lot of people can agree.
Yeah, I feel like there's been, obviously, WWE has been going on forever now, so there's been a ton of great storylines. Was that?
On the chair.
No, missed. Okay, I wanted to. You can say, McMahon, Austin.
Oh.
It'll be hard to argue that. But definitely, holy crap. Definitely the best storyline. I can't say within the decade, because the decade is pretty short thus far, but within that's about 15, 20 years. But yeah, just to see it all come to end and to see how
Bron Breakker can't pick up Umaga.
How far we already came, Jesse, and to know there's going to be more layers to it as we go. We saw Usos and Solo, and the layers that's going to lead to. We've been waiting for. At first, it was all right, when's Sammy going to turn? Is Sammy going to turn with Jay? Is maybe Sammy gonna stay? Jay's gonna turn? There was so many different question marks, bro. I don't think I've ever seen this, Jesse. Bron Breakker is ignoring Roman Reigns. The distraction was supposed to happen, and Bron Breakker was ignoring what. Jesse, I've never seen that happen in WWE history.
No.
But to make a long story short, Jesse, the story's not even over.
No.
It's far from it.
It's going to be a hell of a match at Money in the Bank for sure, and I think I just squashed Umaga. That's going to be it. Oh, you still have his answer. I'll give him respect. Come on, ref. 1, 2.
I did not want to use resiliency.
I
did not want to use it. I wasn't going to get squashed, though.
But yeah, I loved the swerve, because we got a swerve a few weeks ago when we went to Smackdown where we thought Solo was going to join. And then, he's Samoan spiked Jimmy Uso. And now we get to see Jey Uso, be with his brother and feud with Roman and Solo. If I had to book that ending of that match, I definitely have either Jimmy or Jey actually pin Roman. And then that builds up to the match of where it's, Jimmy or Jey versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam for the Undisputed Championship. And, you obviously have Roman win that match still. And I think you just make it interesting with, having Roman Reigns finally get a pinfall loss. Will they do it? Probably not, but I think it is very important to see Roman Reigns, lose via pinfall in that match, because I think it just has to happen. He finally has to lose via pinfall, and it advances the storyline, more importantly. And I think Triple H is smart in that aspect. I think he will do whatever possible to advance that story, no matter what. If Roman Reigns is the one to not lose via pinfall, whether it's Solo, or maybe Solo and Roman win that match, which I don't think will happen. I think the Usos definitely beat Roman and Solo, but to advance the storyline,
you think Roman's going to get pinned as well?
I would love to see Roman get pinned. I would love to see Jay and Roman 3, or I would love to see Jimmy versus Roman, maybe special guest referee be Jay, or something cool like that for SummerSlam main event. That there's a lot to do with the Bloodline Civil War storyline. There really is.
And I'm glad they called it that too.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
You have your blood feuding, and what's going to come out of it? Is there going to be a Jay versus Roman match at SummerSlam, or are we going to see a Jimmy versus Roman match for the Undisputed Championship at SummerSlam? I'm very excited to see what comes out of that. I don't think Solo joins the Usos just yet. I think we'll see that in a few months. And then Roman is going to be without a tribe, like Cody Rhodes said, and then he's finally going to lose his championship.
I wonder.
It's going to be fun.
I wonder, because my idea is probably going to be that at like WrestleMania, the storyline comes to like some type of end with Bloodline. But I wonder if they go.
What's up?
I wonder if they go full circle and like, because what Cody said eventually came true, or is gonna come true. So I wonder if they go full circle.
What?
Wow!
You just reversed. Wow! I've never seen that, bro. You reversed while you were stunned. That's actually crazy, bro. I'm blown away. Only Umaga, I guess, huh?
Only Umaga.
But yeah, I'm excited, bro. The Civil War storyline, Roman all being by himself once Solo leaves, because they're gonna build to that.
I hate that. I hate that money. I love that Money in the Bank is in London, so I think it's a foreign crowd. It's gonna be a good pop, but it's at 1 p.m.
Yeah, I'll definitely be.
I'll be working.
For sure. But I'm excited. I'm really excited for that. And then when Roman's all by himself, bro, the whatchamacallit is gonna be on its way soon, him losing the championship finally, and Cody Rhodes will be right.
I'm not right. Braun Breaker. What if it... Oh, Jesse, you just did it.
Bro, he did it again!
You did it to yourself again.
Why is he reversing with a stun? Oh, and Roman Reigns, it didn't even matter because the referee was distracted there. Okay, so I'm maybe honestly glad that happened.
Oh, I whiffed!
I feel like I should have went right into that.
Uh-oh!
No second reversal? Okay. Samoan spike lands.
Come on! Come on! That's it!
Oh!
Use your resiliency.
Why was it so hard to kick out of the first Samoan spike?
Because he's Umaga. He's a Samoan bulldozer. Recognize him. Acknowledge him.
It's a good match.
Yeah, great way to kick things off.
Bron Breakker having 2 missed opportunities to pin you, and Umaga reversed both of them. But the last one, Roman Reigns was interfering with the referee, so wouldn't know what would have happened there because Roman Reigns was distracted. Right.
Oh my God.
Bron Breakker does look good though.
He does.
In this match.
No denying that.
Oh, and this is the spear?
What? Where was the option to...
Nothing came out of that. Combination there from Umaga. Oh, okay. I was going to hit with the drum.
Umaga.
Oh! On top of the steel chair. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Can't reverse squat right now. That was the second reversal. Interesting. I hit box.
Jesse, these two are going back and forth.
Yes, I hit box on that. Ooh, wow. Actually. Managers in this game are a pain.
Bro, I can't. First of all, I have a lift off.
Ooh, okay. I'll take it. Can I get Umaga down here?
Is this move impossible to reverse?
I think it is. Because that's the fourth one.
I wouldn't advise moving me, Jesse. I'm not going to lie to you, but Roman Reigns, is he?
Interfering with the ref. Oh, my goodness.
Roman Reigns.
Come on, ref. 1, 2, 3. Wow. About damn time.
I think Umaga, you could have counted to 10 and he still would have been out, Jesse.
He would have been down. What a performance from Bron Breakker. Fun match. Umaga almost had Bron Breakker beat. That one Samoan spike had me use my resiliency. If it wasn't for Roman Reigns interfering in a few times in that match, honestly, I felt like the match could have ended a lot sooner. But Umaga just kept fighting, even though I hit my finishing move a bunch of times, and you know, he reversed when he was stunned and stuff like that. Great match, though. Great heart shown from Umaga. Bron Breakker now 2-0. Umaga and Rey Mysterio are on his resume. I know his dad is proud. And I'm very excited to see Bron Breakker and Roman Reigns in the future, because that will be a matchup in the future for sure. Bron Breakker continues his winning streak, undefeated, and excited to see what is going to come out of him in the very near future.
And I'm excited for the rest of the show, Jesse. So let's get straight to it.
Congrats, son. I'm proud of you, man. Beating Rey Mysterio and now Umaga is big time. You being on Smackdown and having 2 victories over those guys is nothing but special. But son, I know you had a conversation with Randy Orton a few weeks ago, and all I want to say is, I'm not trying to be overprotective, I'm just looking out for my son. I just want to tell you, that guy Randy Orton will do anything to have gold around his waist and will stab anyone in the back for him to be the top guy of SmackDown and the WWE. You know, he was a legend killer before. People called him the rookie killer in seasons past, but he will always be that snake and the viper. I'm not trying to be overprotective, like I said, son. Just keep your eyes in the back of your head.
Trust me, Dad. My eyes are always open, in front, in back, on the side. I've been doing okay looking out for myself. I appreciate the words, don't get me wrong. Of course, I'll take that into consideration, but I'm here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's win and add to the legacy that you helped build. So I'll get there, and I promise, you don't got to worry about me. I'll be okay. Appreciate it though, Pops.
And in the second matchup of the evening, we have, honestly, a WrestleMania main event. Latino Heat.
Any match you have Eddie Guerrero in
Yeah.
moving forward with this season will be a WrestleMania match, because it's going to be a dream matchup, realistically. We wish we all could see Eddie wrestle one more time.
That's fair.
And unfortunately, obviously, that was taken away from us way too soon, but in universe mode, it shall live forever, Jesse. And today you got a hell of a matchup, let me tell you.
Latino Heat. One of my favorite wrestlers growing up, truthfully. Him becoming WWE champion when he did was massive. Him, I believe, when he beat Brock Lesnar when he was in the company still. Eddie Guerrero, just the classic rivalries he had. Rey Mysterio. I know he had matches with Kurt Angle, Booker T in WCW. The list goes on. Brock Lesnar, and the match he has tonight. Obviously, they never got to wrestle, but in universe mode. Tonight they are. The phenomenal one is going against Eddie Guerrero, and like I said, a WrestleMania-worthy main event. And AJ Styles is not alone. I don't know why he doesn't come out with the briefcase as well. It's obviously because of this entrance, but I'd rather see this entrance because their pyro and entrance is pretty badass.
Sometimes, Jess, you gotta hide your hand. All right? Yeah, he is the briefcase holder. He is the Money in the Bank winner. He has a world title shot, either brand, whenever he wants to put that in. But sometimes, Jesse, it's best to hide your hand. You know, save it in the back. Maybe leave it at home. You know, if you know you're not gonna use it, keep it at home. You don't gotta pay the extra carry-on fee on the plane. You know, whatever it may do. Jesse, I know we got Backlash coming up, and automatically that makes me want to see Eddie Guerrero because I hope we do the Puerto Rico Backlash. But you know what that also makes me want, and I feel like we haven't had, and maybe you can correct me. Have we had an event in Mexico? I know we, Universe Man, maybe not. Maybe we have. But I'm saying WWE. When was the last Mexico event they had? Because they had Backlash, and half of the opponents, half of the people fighting were Mexican. Santos is Mexican, I'm pretty sure. Ray is Mexican.
That's a good question. I don't remember the last time they were in Mexico for a pay-per-view.
Man, I think they're
probably been a while. I mean, the last time they were in Puerto Rico was like 04, 05. And obviously they were just there for, Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes was on that card. Rhea Ripley and Zelina Vega. But yes, in 2 weeks, I will be doing the Backlash pay-per-view. It will be probably the Puerto Rico one. I'll find like a good arena for that event. I already announced a few matches. Raquel Rodriguez or Gonzalez, whatever name you want to prefer, will be going against Zelina Vega for the Smackdown Women's Championship. We will be seeing the rematch between Eddie Guerrero and John Cena.
Oh, okay.
I already announced that. We're going to be seeing Randy Orton versus Santos Escobar 2, and I can't grab you for some reason. I said DIY was going to be getting a match at Backlash as well. It kind of pains me that Legado lost those belts because, we would have had all of Legado del Fantasma at the pay-per-view.
I wouldn't mind a triple threat match, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind either. I'll take it into consideration too.
We got time, Jesse. How I was thinking on vacation on the nice beach side, I hope you get to do the same. I feel like best thoughts come when you're free of all constraints.
Or in the shower.
Yes. I honestly, I live by that.
I want to know. Beautiful.
Now, what about in the shower on vacation? That's changing the game. I actually thought of some good stuff in the shower on vacation.
Yeah, I mean, you're nice and relaxed, taking a shower from day festivities, if you want to call it that. And yeah.
Are you a homesick guy after being on vacation for a little bit?
No.
You never like, damn, I miss my bed.
No. Yeah, maybe my bed, but probably it. Like, I don't have a pet at home or anything like that, so.
Yeah, I had the option to stay back another few days, and I was like, man, I miss my bed, I miss my cats. That was about it. The list ends there.
Yeah, really, I mean, I don't have any pets, so I can't really say, like, oh, let me get home to my dog, or anything like that.
I'm your dog. Well, not like that, but I'm your dog. Like AWG.
Yeah. Good dog.
Shout out to Drake.
Yeah,
you got me constant.
Always. Yeah. I mean, maybe being away from people I'm seeing, family, and just the everyday life that I live here. Maybe after a little while, but I mean, like I said, I have nothing to come home to like a dog or take care of really anything like that. I poke there from Eddie Guerrero.
I like Eddie, man.
Yeah, I don't really get too homesick from vacation. When I'm on vacation, I really try to take advantage of, being in an area I don't live in, enjoying, the nice restaurants, the nice weather, a beach, a pool, stuff like that, and kind of just enjoying my time off.
Will you be exploring the Titanic at all?
Definitely not.
Making sure. Yeah, watch out for that.
Yeah, I think that whole situation is very, very odd to me. I don't know why.
Honestly, maybe I'm.
Were they all billionaires? Because I know that one kid was like 20.
It could have just been like a billionaire family. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I just know that personally.
That's
I don't
one
think
of my biggest fears.
I don't think I could ever go into a submarine. Maybe a submarine, like if it was presented to me like a nice big spacious submarine, but not one that's the size of a Tic Tac.
That's one of my biggest fears is drowning. Like I could only imagine like what they went through.
I've drowned before.
It's horrible.
I mean, I survived, but I was a kid. I actually said the story on vacation, or maybe like the day after vacation. But
Oh, taking off the knee of Eddie Guerrero.
it was my sister's 13th birthday party. So I was 8 because we got a 5-year difference. And they rented out the community center, which is ironically right there. And
It's looking right there.
obviously we had a pool in the community center. It was a nice time. They had the hall and everything. So like some people were in the hall, some people were in the pool. I was in the pool and I was swimming, and you know like the ropes in the water that like signify when like it changes depths. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I don't know if I was playing. I don't know if I just got stuck. I don't know if I just failed to swim. But I got stuck on those ropes. So I fell back and I was hanging on those ropes like a bat. I let you not. And I don't know. I mean, now that it's been so much time removed,
AJ, what a move.
I wonder how long I was actually in the water. I felt like at least I was in it for like 60 seconds underwater. And I remember saying white. Scary enough. And then I just kind of woke up out of it, swam my way up, and I remember seeing the lifeguard on duty, and she was on her phone. I texted her. I was like, damn. I felt like I almost died.
That's crazy.
And yeah, I was a little 8-year-old kid. Thank God I made it to see another day.
AJ Styles with the rolling knee bar here, and I'm just going to let go because... Oh, it didn't let me. Wow.
Once you reach a certain threshold.
Didn't let me cancel that. But yeah, definitely one of my biggest fears is drowning for sure. Hopefully that never happens to me, and rest in peace to the people that passed away in the little submarine of the I believe it was the Titanic submarine or something like that.
Well, it was.
Or no, it was a submarine, and then they were looking at the where obviously the Titanic sunk.
Go watch the movie.
It's actually going to be on Netflix. July 1st.
I was just gonna say that.
Like, isn't that a coincidence?
That's the sickest marketing I've ever seen in my life. Man.
They're already doing a documentary on
the world. The world
right?
is a sad place, and it's not anything to laugh about. Obviously, people lost their lives, but sometimes it's the humor and cruelty is just a little outrageous.
The amount of stuff I saw on Twitter and TikTok making fun of it was, crazy. But The Simpsons predicted it a long time ago, back in like
really?
06. Yep.
Is it a matter for The Simpsons? I really got to ask this question. Is it a matter of like they've been on television for so long that like obviously you're gonna tell some truths in there, like you're just gonna predict right, or is it a matter of they have like a scriptwriter from 2070 just looking at all possible episode ideas?
No, it definitely is crazy. The amount of things that The Simpsons have predicted. With real life situations, sports. I know they predicted that whole Donald Trump thing as well. There's just a lot of things in that show where you're like, how did they know this would happen, 10, 15, 20 years later? It's scary, man. It really is when you look at stuff like that and you're just like, God, what else is on that show that possibly could, come next? And, It's crazy, man. It really is. And the three amigos.
I think he just does one. Remember he only did one last time?
Was it Eddie? Or was it a different superstar? I think it was Dom who hit the one amigo. He only had to hit one to, get through his opponent. Well, no, that was Solo. He ended up losing that.
Oh, man.
But yeah, Dom Mysterio, man. What a great addition to the WWE roster, for real.
I wonder what I can do with Dom this year. I haven't really had much plans.
He honestly, bro, I really think he might be the most hated wrestler in WWE.
Isn't it great?
Over Roman, too, which is, obviously massive, because Roman's going to look like the devil after
but nobody really
Civil
hates
War
Roman.
match. Yeah, but like...
I mean, nobody really hates Dom either. Like, they're buying into the shit.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But
the amount of heat that Mysterio has gotten since probably WrestleMania when he lost to his dad.
They had a Father's Day match. You saw that?
Yeah. Father's Day street fight or something like that.
Ray won, right?
I believe so. It was a live event though. Like, why couldn't you do it on a?
I'm glad.
Money in the Bank.
Oh, and a nice backbreaker. I'm glad they did it on a live event.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Dominic Mysterio going against Cody Rhodes at Money in the Bank. I think that's gonna be a fun match. But yeah, Dom and Cody Rhodes at Money in the Bank. I think that could be a cool match. Obviously, the Civil War match is going to be cool. I'm very intrigued with the Money in the Bank ladder matches between the women and the men, especially the men, because none of those people in that match have. Hi. None of those people in that match.
What was that?
I don't know. None of those people in that match have ever been Money in the Bank briefcase holders or world champions. So we get to finally see, possibly a new world champion in the future.
And we won't have an episode before then. So I guess give me your prediction, Jesse. What do you see happening?
LA Knight's winning. He's going to beat Seth Rollins. That's my prediction. I don't think
He's going to beat Seth Rollins?
He's not going to beat Roman. Come on now. I just see LA Knight finally getting his moment. He's extremely over right now, and so is Seth Rollins, but are you Triple H and are you having LA Knight become Money in the Bank briefcase holder and then lose it against Seth? I don't think Triple H will do that. Give LA Knight his one moment, have that title for a little bit, maybe gets Seth Rollins the title back. Just give LA Knight his moment of, I wouldn't say
Is it 8 or 6
fame.
men?
I believe it's 6.
LA Knight, Logan Paul, Ricochet, Damian
It is 8, excuse me.
Who else is in there?
Damian Priest, Pete Dunne, or Butch, Logan Paul, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, I'm forgetting Santos, Ricochet, Shinsuke.
I don't see none of these people end up being world champion, unfortunately.
If there's a possibility it is not LA Knight, I see Damian Priest winning. Him leaving Judgment Day. They have JD McDonough, who was Jordan Devlin. He actually got trained by Finn Balor. I don't know if you knew that or not. They've been kind of hinting at that he will be joining Judgment Day next, and Damian Priest will leave. That way it'll be JD McDonough. Oh, and Luke Gallows. It'll be Finn Balor, JD McDonough, not Damian Priest. Dominic Mysterio and Rhea, and that'll be the new team for Judgment Day, which is fine. If Damian Priest is the one to first get out of Judgment Day and get a mid card or a world title push, all for it because I absolutely love Damian Priest. Him winning Money in the Bank would be really cool. That'll probably be my second favorite to win the match. But you gotta go with LA Knight, man. You just gotta. He's so over. 5 months ago when he was feuding with Bray Wyatt, the man wasn't getting any type of reactions. This guy was with Mace and Mansoor on the Maximum Male Models. And we saw him when he beat Montez Ford. That was the qualifying match he won. And the guy's just over. You got to do what you got to do. And have LA Knight win Money in the Bank is going to be really cool. Him going against Seth Rollins, I think, is money. And we'll see what happens if LA Knight actually does win that briefcase.
Oh, good maneuvering right there. And unfortunately, Jesse, it could be over for Eddie Guerrero. I will give my prediction in a second. I got to survive, though, because right now AJ Styles is clashing with the Hall of Famer. And this could be it, or that could be a mean rope break.
I thought he was going to pull away from the ropes.
Do you want to know my actual prediction?
Who will win Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
You got Butch or Santos?
I
wouldn't mind him.
I just thought of it on the spot, but I got LA Knight getting real close to winning, and then Logan Paul takes it from him.
No chance that would happen. I mean, Logan Paul and Seth Rollins, they had that match at WrestleMania. And then, Roman Reigns and Logan Paul had that match. I believe that was Elimination Chamber? I know it was in Saudi. One of the best matches Roman Reigns had during his reign for sure. I'll be honest though, Logan Paul winning Money in the Bank is great marketing for WWE and for his brand, for Prime, for his podcast, for his name.
Imagine him bringing that briefcase everywhere he went.
That'd be great marketing for WWE. I would agree. Yeah.
I don't know.
I just don't see it happening.
I don't see any of those people winning. So I feel like you might as well give it to somebody that can maybe push it like that. Mm-hmm. And it's not the correct thing to do. Like, you should give it to a Ricochet that's worked his ass off. Mm-hmm. You should give it to a Shinsuke that should get back on top. You should give it to Damian Priest, who's up and coming. But realistically, if any of them aren't going to do nothing with it, if they're not going to further that, maybe give it to Logan Paul, have him build up that nasty heat over time, because everybody wants to see LA Knight with it. That's obvious. They want to see LA Knight with a push. Ain't no way to better build Logan Paul as a heel who still hasn't really...
Oh, what a sequence from the phenomenal one. 1, 2, and resiliency used. What a perfect, phenomenal forearm in that situation right there. I low-key didn't think I had one, and then I was like, oh, crap, I have a phenomenal forearm.
Perfectly used, I must say.
Yeah, that was beautifully placed right on the chin there of Eddie Guerrero. But yeah, I agree. Logan Paul would definitely elevate his name. You know, having that on his, Impulsive podcast, just sitting on his desk. Him bringing that to his events for, Prime and stuff like that. That would definitely help stuff like that. And just, the WWE aspect of we have a YouTube boxer, wrestler, celebrity who has, a big following. With WWE podcast, the Prime drink, him boxing Floyd Mayweather in the past, just having a big name and him being a celebrity and having him be, possibly in quotations your next WWE World Heavyweight or Undisputed Champion. I think that's a cool marketing aspect. I really do, and that would be really cool. I definitely think Logan Paul gets his spots off in the match for sure because we've seen what he's been able to do over the years past of him being in WWE with the moments he's had against The Miz and, Ricochet and Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns. He had the, crazy match. He's definitely going to be probably one of the best performers in that Money in the Bank match. Call me crazy because you got a lineup of Santos, Butch, Shinsuke, LA Knight, you have your talent in that match, and then you have a Logan Paul. Imagine what he could do with, Ricochet again, or LA Knight, or Santos. That match is going to be very fun. It could be a match of the night in London, and I'm very excited to see who, wins that match and is the new Money in the Bank one.
Imagine they cash in on the same night after Usos defeat.
That would be kind of cool, too. I mean, we've seen it before, Money in the Bank, where they won and then they cashed in successfully or not
Roman Reigns
successfully.
officially is top 5 of all time in title reigns.
Yeah, he finally passed Pedro Morales. Yeah. The women's Money in the Bank, I would love to see Io win. Her feuding with Asuka for the women's Undisputed Championship is money. I know Triple H loves Io Sky as well. Becky Lynch winning it would be cool, but we've seen Becky have her reigns. We've seen her have the title. Does she need it? No, she doesn't. Zelina Vega would also be very cool
That eye poke is
to
effective.
see. But yeah, I think Io Sky definitely wins the women's Money in the Bank briefcase. And I don't know what else is on the card. I would imagine Rhea Ripley is going to be on the card. I know she's feuding with Natalya out of all people.
Grab him.
I want Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. That's something I would love to see.
Oh!
And what a match these guys.
Jesse, we're commentating.
Yeah.
We're just
We're
talking
talking about life.
Well, we put on a classic.
Yeah, we're putting on a really good match. We're talking about real WWE. We're just having a good time between a classic match between the
So I feel
phenomenal
like this is the
one
last conversation I have with you before we go on vacation.
and Eddie. But yeah, I would have to
I
look
thought
at
you were
the.
going for it again.
I would have to look at the rest of the card. I said Dom and Cody. I know they're doing some type of cool stipulation for.
What's the finisher on the ground? I know it's going to gas me up, and he's just going to freaking call either.
Yeah, probably.
But there's no finisher when I'm actually up. So I'm
Oh,
curious.
okay.
Is it like an actual grounded finisher?
I doubt it. Is it a
It is.
4? Oh, I remember this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one. Nope. Oh, and a roll up. No, okay. There we go. Oh my goodness! And here's the roll up from Eddie or AJ. Excuse me. 1, 2.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, man.
This is a good match. Gallows loves it. I love it. Carl loves it. Yeah, I bet Eddie does too. Hands up. Oh. Okay.
Combination lands
There
from
we go.
AJ Styles taking
Sure.
Eddie Guerrero off his feet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Styles clash or phenomenal form loading. Ooh, boots to the face.
What?
Dog spot?
Keep playing with my food. Eat your plate.
Oh.
God damn it. Okay.
No. I'm trying to... Oh, I didn't think I got it.
What a match.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I really got to start posting matches of the week again. I have
Styles Clash.
Oh,
that's
no.
it. Middle of the ring. And that's going to be ball game. Come on, ref. 1, 2,
No way. Yeah.
3.
God damn it.
AJ Styles with the victory and definitely match of the night. I don't know how that was 4.5 stars because in my book that was a 5-star classic. AJ Styles with the victory over Eddie Guerrero. Those two were meant to wrestle for damn sure. And they stole the show on a pretty stacked Friday Night Smackdown. Obviously, we saw Bron Breakker and Umaga. Obviously, we just witnessed a classic in AJ Styles and Eddie Guerrero.
Lived up to the hype, Jesse.
And in the main event, we get to see DX and Randy Orton versus the current tag team champions and the current WWE champion Santos Escobar and DIY. What a match AJ Styles and Eddie Guerrero had. Maybe we'll get to see it again in the future. But we will be definitely seeing Eddie Guerrero and John Cena, the rematch at Backlash. And I already announced a few other matches as well. But main event time, like I said, DX and Randy Orton going against Santos Escobar and DIY in the main event. And in the main event of Friday Night Smackdown, we have a pretty good one here, ladies and gentlemen. We have D-Generation X in the main event. We haven't seen them since, I believe, the #1 contender Fatal 4-Way match between Legado, DX, Bloodline, and I believe it was Brawling Brutes. And that's where we saw Legado del Fantasma become the new #1 contenders, and then they became the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And they're back in another main event, and their partner tonight is Randy Orton, the former WWE champion, and they're in the main event going against the current WWE champion Santos Escobar. And this, for the second time this season, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, DIY. I wish it was Legado del Fantasma because we would have been seeing Legado del Fantasma all come out with the titles here tonight, but Christian and DIY ruined that. But we will be definitely seeing DIY versus Legado del Fantasma 3 in the very near future. A date to be announced soon. But DIY, I did say I want them at Backlash because I just love their performances thus far this season. They are 1-1 against Legado del Fantasma. And who could be next for Legado del Fantasma at Backlash? Is it going to be DX? Could it be Bloodline? Could it be Brawling Brutes? Can it be a tag team that hasn't even had a match yet over on Friday Night Smackdown? We're going to have to wait and see over the next 2 weeks. But Randy Orton, the guy that you could say is the Roman Reigns of WWE 2K.
That's what somebody called it.
Universe mode.
Either the comment or the Discord.
Him having the WWE Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, all of last season, and finally getting that main event push that I, gave him over the last 4 or 5 years playing Universe mode. And he lived up to the situation last year, and now he finally lost that WWE Championship to the newest, big-time superstar representing Mexico, representing Legado del Fantasma, Latina World Order. He is the new
He's going to come out with
Santos Escobar, and he is carrying the new WWE Championship around his waist. No more spinner belt, ladies and gentlemen. I did not think the spinner belt was necessary for this gentleman right here. I didn't think it fit his, his character, his look, his personality, and I love the way that new WWE Championship looks. Kind of looks like the new Undisputed Championship, but just with the twist of it not being too much gold instead of the gold logo in real life. It is black and gold. I like the look of this championship for Santos, and Santos Escobar is he is one of the only few undefeated superstars in Universe mode and on Friday Night Smackdown.
He has the best record.
Yeah, he's 5-0. I believe he's 5-0 or 6-0.
There might be a few more undefeated. Oh man. I got him. I might have to thumbnail him. I might have to thumbnail that man.
Yeah, I'll recommend. That's a good thumbnail. But Santos Escobar becoming one of the new faces of WWE, SmackDown, the whole 9 yards. Him beating Randy Orton is once in a lifetime moment, especially in WWE history, in Universe Mode history. Probably one of the biggest upsets in Universe Mode history as well. But the guy is talented as all hell. He's undefeated so far this season as well. And we get to see him partner up with DIY, the team that beat his team in the last pay-per-view, Cyber Sunday. DIY have those championships around their waist once again. The beautiful SmackDown tag team titles. DIY coming down to the ring. And all champions going against the former champion in Randy Orton and the former, Raw and tag team champions in the past
Let's get to it, Jesse. I mean, the dynamics that we're going to have in this match alone. I mean, you see Shawn Michaels on one side with literally what he's staring down is a corner of... I'm going to be real with you, Jesse. Santos tagging out right away. I'm going to be real with you, Jesse. I can only imagine for the wrestlers, because for me growing up, like, Shawn Michaels was that guy. He was a GOAT. When it comes to wrestling, he was one of the greatest. Always regarded that way. I imagine as a wrestler, that's somebody you probably just automatically look to an idol. And not only that man and the other bald-headed gentleman next to him that isn't Randy Orton, they helped all these people establish a foot in the door in WWE. And now they're across the ringside from them. Mentor versus protege, student versus teacher, legend versus, I won't say rookie, but you know what I mean? And then not to mention, you got Randy Orton, who, as you already said, is the Roman Reigns of the Universe Mode. And Jesse, I'm going to be real with you. He's just as good as in real life. He's a 14, 13, what is he in real life, 14?
Randy?
Yeah.
14.
Okay, yeah, he's a 14-time champion.
Excuse me,
13. 15.
I believe so. 14 in real life, because in Universe Mode he's 16.
It's hard to keep count.
Yeah.
Regardless, he's close to the record. He's close to the GOAT. So it's gonna be a tough matchup. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with you, Jesse. What they made WWE Superstars with back then, with Randy Orton, with Shawn Michaels, with Triple H. Look how they look compared to this corner. It looks like heavyweights versus cruiserweights.
Oh, and Santos taking a nasty spill there.
Oh yeah.
I want a
cheap shot
shoulder check, from Randy Orton there.
Oh, let's see Randy versus Ciampa. Oh, Ciampa's back.
Yeah. Him feuding with Miz is cool, I guess.
The little DIY tease?
I need it, man. DIY versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Please give me that at SummerSlam. I think Triple H is smart, though. I think
SummerSlam is too soon.
Yeah, I think he's going to build up the reunion of DIY, and they're going to, have some, good matches, get some wins under their belt, and then, have that moment. Maybe Survivor Series, DIY versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'd love to see it. The old faces of NXT versus, I want to see the more current faces because they're not in NXT
one era
anymore.
Versus another.
Yeah, one era of NXT versus another. It's just a remarkable match. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus Tommaso and Gargano. D-Generation X is looking scary. And Pedigree just got hit on Tommaso Ciampa. Middle of the ring.
What the hell was that?
Probably there's a Santos. Wow. They're in the new patch. After you hit a finisher, now if your superstar is tired, they hit like a fatigue finisher now, or
I think that's cool. I wasn't tired though.
Their like stamina, and they kind of collapse how Triple H did.
I don't mind that.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
I just got in this match and I've hit you. I don't think I've even hit the ground yet. Why would I be tired?
You gotta know Triple H is 60, so
true.
He's not the 30-year-old world heavyweight champion of in the past, and Tommaso Ciampa and Shawn Michaels putting hands on.
Gargano and Shawn, man.
Yeah, we've seen that match in Universal in the past as well.
We've seen everything in the
past. Not looking good for the champions here tonight. Santos is down. Gargano's down. Randy Orton getting up to the top rope. What is he pulling? don't want another count. So it looked pretty deadly.
Yeah, we actually were able to confirm, for those who've seen the last episode, Viking Raiders got counted out 5 seconds in the ring. They overwhelmed his stay. I've read it.
And just a rookie mistake. I mean, I'd love to see Viking Raiders perform again, maybe on SmackDown against somebody, since they were just on Monday Night Raw. But pretty deadly. We'll qualify and we'll be in the tag team tournament over on Monday Night Raw. Tommaso Ciampa is cooking.
Now he is. Eyes in back of his head.
No, tag team champion. Oh, and it didn't let me tag in Santos.
What a classic move.
Tagging one of them. You're right there, Tommaso. But, yeah, I like that Tommaso's back. Him feuding with Miz makes sense because obviously that was his former partner. But, yeah, I need the reunion of him and DIY and just build it up. Nice Triple H. I know you will. So, we'll see. Also, get some new tag team titles because the red and blue ones are absolutely awesome.
That's the belts I can't wait to dip. Why can't I tag?
Did you see Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler?
Who won?
Of course, they beat Alba Fire.
They did?
Yeah, of course. I think the NXT Tag Team Championships are now done. I
don't mind the idea of them sharing the title across all brands. I think that's honestly a pretty good idea, and that could help you actually make good use out of that division. Because it's hard to do it with just the main roster.
Yeah. I think there's no longer going to be like NXT Women's
Originally,
Tag Team
it was a
Champions.
title that went across all brands, right?
Yes, of
and
course.
I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think that should be one title that shares brands.
Yeah, I agree.
Is that too much to ask for? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we just saw Seth Rollins go against Bron Breakker for the World Heavyweight Championship on NXT.
See, I think that's unnecessary.
Is it though?
Yes.
I love that idea.
It's a cool match. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I like it because
damn.
it put... Oh, he tagged in Santos? Okay, I didn't see it. I like it because it gets more people known. To hit Triple H. Oh, and a sweet chin music on Gargano. And Tommaso with the quick save there. I like the idea because it gets, obviously, people, prepared for Bron Breakker in the future. And we know Seth Rollins is going to win because he's having a massive match against Finn Balor at Money in the Bank as well. So we know the result of Bron Breakker not becoming World Heavyweight Champion just yet. And it's getting him ready for the main roster. So I don't mind that aspect. Truthfully, if WWE, I don't think they do that with Roman, but I think it would be pretty cool if Roman Reigns went back to NXT one day. Because we saw Becky Lynch go back to NXT, and when she feuded with Rhea Ripley for that literally like 1 or 2 matches on NXT back in the day when she was, Raw Women's Champion. I think, those superstars who were once in NXT going back to their battlegrounds, I think that's a cool aspect. Obviously, Roman Reigns was in NXT, Seth Rollins was in NXT.
And Randy just caught an RKO on Santos Escobar.
I just think having those superstars, come back to the brand where they were built, like from Dusty Rhodes and Triple H and stuff like that. I think it's just a cool aspect, and it just gets people prepared for the future of Carmelo Hayes, Bron Breakker, Porta Jade, people of that elk, yeah. So. I think it's a cool idea. Does it hurt, why is Roman Reigns on the third brand? Well, why not? Put Brock Lesnar on NXT. Let's have a match between him and Tyler Bate. Let's have a match between him and...
Seth isn't a free agent, though.
True, but the reason why I like the sequence of him being on whatever brand is because he's a fighting champion, unlike Roman Reigns, because Seth Rollins is going to be there every week, either on Raw or SmackDown or NXT. Yes, it defeats the purpose of the draft. I agree in that aspect, but at the same time, you're having these matches of Bron Breakker versus Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker versus Roman Reigns. I think it has a good and a bad, and I think that comes with everything, especially in wrestling, even in life too.
Oh damn! I didn't think he could do a tag stunt.
And
what?
somehow that didn't hit.
That one does.
Nope.
No.
Too quick. But
that one does.
There's a good and the bad of, those things working out and not working out, of main roster being on NXT and stuff like that. There's a good and a bad with it. So you have your positives, you have your negatives. You really just go from there.
I hope he doesn't like that. Okay, good.
And Santos is right there. Oh, an elbow drop misses there on Gargano. But yeah, I can see why people like it. I can see why people wouldn't like it. Personally, I like it though. So. Oh, and a beautiful DDT there. Ring for some reason. There we go. Who is legal? It's not Randy. I know that. Oh, it's Sean. Oh, into the back and doesn't even budge.
Wasn't phased.
Doesn't even budge. Wow. All my guys are stunned except Tommaso. Or Santos, excuse me. Hit him, super kick. Oh, okay. Didn't hit that one. And reverse there from Johnny Gargano, one of Triple H's proteges and favorite superstars, probably of all time in NXT. Probably his number one besides Tommaso.
You think he has favorites?
For sure. If I had to say top 5 favorite superstars Triple H loved in NXT,
I got one person
I would definitely say Gargano and Tommaso are probably in the top 3. I know he was a massive fan of Aleister Black. I know he was a massive fan of Andrade. Who would be my 5th? Oh, and the pedigree. Can I reverse this thing? Nope, I can't. Pedigree, middle of the ring. Gargano, you're right there, buddy.
Not anymore.
Johnny.
Not anymore.
Johnny.
Go ahead. Patch that up, Jesse. Patch that up.
And Triple H trying to go for the pin here.
What? Go for the pin, Triple H. Yeah, they need to patch that up. What the hell was that?
Santos, bring it up. 1.
What the hell was that?
I will take it.
I didn't.
Oh, Randy on Santos.
I don't like that, Jesse. I don't like that. If that's the patch, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's the second time that happened in the match. I think it's just because it's Triple H. That's just me. Oh, it's also getting thrown back into the ring. Oh. Big reversal there from.
I'm gonna tell you, DX is looking incredible. And Randy, of course.
They look great against.
Randy always looks good.
The current tag team champions. Yeah, we haven't seen much of Randy and Santos in this matchup. We've really just been seeing DIY versus DX.
Oh, he
grab
missed
him!
Come on! Oh, I got it.
Come on, Johnny. And Shawn Michaels and Gargano back at it again. Nope. But yeah, that would probably be my. I would probably put Asuka up there as well. Maybe Bayley or Sasha, one of those girls for sure of Triple H's probably top 5 favorites in NXT. Ooh, caught you.
I did.
How about you? What do you think of Triple H's probably top 5 favorites in NXT of all time? Gargano and Tommaso were definitely top 3. They were literally the faces of NXT. You could even say Finn Balor. Ooh, it's hard.
It's so many generations and so many eras at this point.
Yeah, because NXT's been a part of WWE now for 11, 12 years?
I think it's going to be Ty Dillinger.
No.
You don't think so? What about
Sami Zayn could be up there, arguably. Kevin Owens.
There was a guy that used to be like a vegan, or maybe not vegan. He would just like protest. I say him. I forgot his name. He had like I want to say he had dreads. They were kind of nasty. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot who the guy was though. Something. Oh no!
Beautiful DDT from Gargano.
Oh, and he kicks up.
Oh, and it's the spread hammer. Oh, and a Gargano escape. This is how they won the titles. Wow. Didn't even lock it in, and Triple H just kicks Gargano right in the face. There goes the WWE Champion. Drop kick to Shawn Michaels. And there goes Randy.
Cutting off my tags.
Triple H.
It's Gargano and DIY. I mean, it's just Shawn and DIY now.
I want to tag in Tommaso. I want to see that matchup between Tommaso and Shawn. There we go.
Both shows running long this week, Jesse. It's going to be interesting to see who won.
And the knee up the middle. Yeah, I liked the matchup I saw from AJ and Eddie. Definitely one of the matches of the week for sure. It's arguable that... Oh! And could that be it for Tommaso Ciampa and Santos? Escobar, and it looks like it. All members are down. The ropes are going to be in my favor, though, I believe.
I don't think so.
1, 2.
Oh, and you swapped out. Let's go.
I thought I wasn't Tommaso for some reason, because I wasn't at one point, because I was Santos, obviously, to try and counter that move. But regardless, I don't think Tommaso Ciampa was going to kick out of a Sweet Chin Music, because by the time I switched back, that kick out meter was far, far from being kicked out. But DX looked absolutely amazing. Randy wasn't really in the match at all.
He got his licks on Santos. He RKO'd him. I think he might have hit another RKO at some point.
I think he hit it on Tommaso.
But it does look like this. It's so easy. We see all the NXT call-ups. We see all the young superstars. It's so easy to get lost in the youth that you forget what you had and what you have. Because clearly, Jesse, when you have a roster with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Randy Orton, sometimes that cream naturally rises to the top. And listen, nobody has gold out of my team that won today. Randy's a former champion. Obviously, we know the history between DX and gold. But they're all contenders right now. Those contenders have a damn good shot at being champions one day. And for Randy, maybe even at Backlash in a week.
Yeah, Randy and Santos will happen at Backlash. Raquel versus Zelina will happen at Backlash. John Cena and Eddie Guerrero will happen at Backlash. We saw Gunther and Bad Bunny have a crazy moment at Cyber Sunday.
That's 4 matches.
Bad Bunny is the king of Puerto Rico. We will definitely probably be seeing Bad Bunny versus Gunther. I'd have to, get him on a Skype call maybe while he's on tour and ask if Bad Bunny would love to perform in front of his, beautiful country of Puerto Rico. In that last match...
Not a country.
What do you mean?
Puerto Rico's not a country.
Oh, that's right. It's technically a state.
It's a territory.
It's a territory of the United States. That's very true. Look at Christian.
I'm just
nah, true. But and in the 5th match, I did say DIY will defend those championships.
Well,
with obviously you had Shawn Michaels just Sweet Chin Music Tommaso Ciampa there and pin him, so you could arguably say that DX versus DIY can happen at Backlash. We still have another week. I
still like the idea of Legado in there.
I was gonna say next week I will have the deciding factor.
Have you had Legado versus DX?
That's what I was just gonna announce in the main event of the next SmackDown. I like the idea of possibly becoming a triple threat, but to make things fair, DX looked great tonight, and they just pinned one half of the members of the tag team champions. Legado, having the 1v1 versus DIY. So I'll announce it now. The number 1 contenders will be announced after the main event of Friday Night SmackDown, the go-home show. DX versus Legado del Fantasma. The winner of that match will go against DIY at Backlash, and that will be all 5 matches for the next SmackDown pay-per-view. And that'll be right around the corner. So stay tuned, guys. Ring the bells as always. Get updated with our new updated videos. And, join that Discord.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Go check out Demoitis. Not only available on YouTube, also available on Apple, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, whatever you got. You can find it there. Demoitis by Stranger. I'm just saying. But man, what a show. What a way to kick things off. What a way to end things for the day. I think Jesse and I are going to record one more video before we get out of here for vacation. We'll try to make it quick. But with that being said, guys, thank you for watching as always, and we will see you on the other side of the universe.
Peace.
I got vices, I'm vices. I'm in crisis, I write this. I feel a little lost inside my mind, I can't find it. I see visions, I'm psychic. I try to use it as guidance, but truth be told, I know nothing. I told you different, I'm lying. I don't know shit, I be cool. I don't know shit.